Hi, everyone. Welcome to another week of spending time with me and learning and evolving and growing and just flipping cards and seeing what the universe has in store for us. Hi, Gina. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Penny. Very good to have both of you join. So we're going to start off with some dashboard items and see where we are today. You know, I don't know about you guys, but this weather has just been absolutely crazy, hasn't it? It's been warm, it's been hot, it's been cold. I actually had to put my heat on today. It was kind of crazy, just to kind of get the chill out of the air. So let's get some dashboard items out of the way. I always start off with questions and answers because I think that's really important. And the first question comes from Frank in Arthur, Iowa. And his question is, where did you get your chakra necklace? And what he's referring to is this. I got this when I was in Sedona, Arizona back in, I think it was April. No, April I was in Tucson. So I was in Sedona and he's referring to this, which would have been May. I got this at Sedona Crystal Vortex Shop. I love Sedona, Arizona because it's notorious for their crystal shops. So Frank in Iowa, that's where I got my chakra necklace. Hi, Kathy, and Kathy again. I should say Kathy Dennis Moore, hello, and Kathy Gastineau, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. The second question is from Carrie in Jackson, Mississippi. She said, do you think we can heal ourselves? You know, that's a really interesting question because as a nurse, I know the mind is so powerful. I've seen patients in my 27 plus year career get diagnosed with cancer and like that, they die immediately or relatively quickly. And I believe it's because they've given up. And then I've had other patients who've been diagnosed with raging malignant cancers, and they've lived 3 and 4 years, and they've withstood radiation and chemo and all that stuff. So yeah, I do believe that we do have the ability to heal ourselves. I feel that there's just a part of our subconscious we're just beginning to learn to tap into. I myself have been watching a few really interesting documentaries called Forks Over Knives, What the Health, and just kind of educating myself on stuff that we're putting into our bodies. So I'm on a journey myself about the mind versus what we're eating and all that good stuff. So yes, Carrie in Jackson, Mississippi, I do believe our minds are a lot more powerful than we ever have given them, I guess, credit for, you know, in terms of healing. Yes, I do believe that. Kendra in Seattle, Washington asks, when you read yourself, what do you use as your medium? And that's really interesting because when I used to read myself, I used to use tarot cards, but then I stopped because I just wasn't feeling it. And then I switched to a pendulum and I wasn't really feeling it. So I switched to these cards. I'm going to back up a second. I switched to these cards called witch cards. A lot of my medium friends don't like them. They look like this. I don't know. They're really small compared to, this is a normal tarot card. So you can see that they're really, really small. I like them because they're relatively simple. They have 3 jokers in the deck. And basically it goes like this. You flip the cards. If the joker lands on an odd number, it means no. If the joker lands on an even number, it means yes. 3 no's are a definite no. 3 yeses are a definite yes. And yes, yes, no, 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 yes is provable. I personally use these only on myself. I will not use these on other people. So Kendra in Seattle, Washington, this is what I use when Kimba wants answers for Kimba's life, just to kind of fill you in. They're called witch cards, and gypsy witch cards, and they are sold on Amazon. And one of my Wiccan friends actually kind of got me started on them. And a lot of times too, Kendra, you have to kind of find something that works for you. So what works for me might not work for you. And it took me a while to find those cards that just kind of worked. So play around and see what works for you. I'm just going to stop for a minute. Hi, Linda. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Shirley. Hello, everyone. So a couple more things to clear up on our dashboard. Oh, a big heartfelt mwah to everyone who came out at the Phoenixville Psychic Fair. I'm so thrilled and blessed. I was beyond blessed for everyone who came out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure you met my wonderful girlfriend, Jackie, who was assisting me. Jackie, I want to throw mad props out to, and I'm not sure if she's actually on just yet, but Jackie, I guess for a better lack of words, is in training to be a healer, hands-on healer. So I'm really excited for her to finish up her healing because, as I always say, we're all special and we all contribute in different ways. Mediumship is my specialty. You have a specialty too. As I've always said from day one, we all are born with a gift. So if any psychic or medium says, I have the gift and you need to come to me for readings, it's bullshit, because you have the gift too. You just need to determine, are you the mediumship side of the house or the psychic side of the house? And I've given plenty of exercises for you to do to help determine what you are. Okay, so Phoenixville Psychic Fair was a blast. It was so much fun. I was blessed. Even we walked across the street to Molly McGee's. I want to shout out to Lamont, the bartender. For those of you that don't know, or maybe you do know, I can't drink because I'm a diabetic, but we were having fun while we were waiting for our food. He allowed us to play with the bottles, and we were holding them up, pretending like we were drinking and taking photos with him. Such a fun guy. So shout out to Lamont at Molly McGee's. The next fair that's coming up is Media State Street in Pennsylvania. It's right around the corner from us. It's their 39th annual Food and Arts and Crafts Festival. And yes, we have a booth. We are ready to go. Jackie will also be with me that day as well. So maybe you can convince her to do a little healing on you. It's Sunday, October 6th. Sorry about the glare. It's Sunday, October 6th from 9 to 5. It's on State Street in Media. Come see me. I'm going to have a booth. Those that have seen me before know I'm not fancy. I've got a little Amazon bar stool booth with 2 bar stools. That's my setup. That's my rig. I keep it simple. I keep it down to earth because I think life is about rapport and relationships and not so much about show. And I always end my readings with a hug because I think good energy and juju is what it's all about. And I'm going to plug this until we all kind of get it because I think it's a really good reminder. The universe always works in our favor, but we have to be really, really specific because the universe doesn't like open-ended statements. For example, and I'm pretty transparent, so I'm okay always using myself as an example. I would love to find my soulmate. And for me to say that to the universe, I would love to find my soulmate. The universe is like, yeah, that's so open-ended. What the hell? But the universe wants to hear very, very specific things from us so the universe can conspire in our favor. They want to hear things like, I choose or I choose not. What the universe doesn't want to hear is open-ended statements, because open-ended statements leaves the universe like, what are they saying? What do they want? So the universe doesn't want to hear things like, I wish, I want, I could, I hope, I try, I need, or I desire, because they're all open-ended statements. They want to hear, I choose or I choose not, because it's clear, concise, and no wiggle room. And the universe can say, I heard that. So the last little piece of information we're going to tidy up, and then we're going to move right into the readings, because that's why we're really all here, is, as you know, each week I try to impart a little bit of teaching, because I want you to walk away and say, yes, she did readings, but she's also trying to teach us, because I think that's really important. I think a true medium, a true psychic should always try to impart their gifts, because you have the gift too. It's no big secret. It's no big aha, like, oh, I have something and you don't. No, you have it too. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the mind, because the question that Kendra had asked, or was it Kendra? Let me just talk. Kendra in Seattle, Washington. The question she asked was, do you think we can heal ourselves? Going off of that thread, mental telepathy, when we think about mind-to-mind interaction, a lot of times when a medium sits down with you and they pull forward and paint your family members back to life who've crossed over to the other side, it is a mind-to-mind telepathy where I'm communicating, or as I say, my cell phone tower metaphorically is pinging off of the angels for information. I want to talk a little bit more about this week. I want you to find a partner, someone that you trust, someone who gets what we are, what we do, because we're empathetic, we're awakening, we are looking around at our world and we're understanding, we're starting to see things a little bit differently. We get the karmic process. And sit across from your partner. And this can be done over coffee. Do not do it over wine, because you don't want the spirits of the angelic realm to interfere with the spirits of what you're drinking. So with that being said, sit across from each other, decide who is going to be the sender and who is going to be the receiver, okay? Once you've done that, the person who is the sender is going to think of a number between 1 and 10, and they're going to mentally, without speaking, transfer that number to the person sitting across from them. The person sitting across from them is going to mentally try to receive the number and feel the number coming to them and become the number. That's how you really do it. And don't be afraid to take your time. Don't guess. Guessing isn't going to get you anywhere. It didn't, at least with me in elementary school. Okay? Take your time with it. The more you do it, the stronger you become. It's just that simple. How I got to be where I am today is I got on Facebook and said, I'm a new medium. I need to read people who wants a free reading. That's how you do it. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Take your time. I always say, breathe, darling. Then guess, or then say what you think the number is, okay? Numbers between 1 and 10. All right, that's it. So let's get on to the readings. Let me just say hello to a few more people. Hi, Donna. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Shirley. Who else is on here? Hi, Carrie. Hi, Linda. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Donna. Hi, Kathy. Lanal, how are you? It's so good to see everyone tonight. Has everyone been having a crazy week? I know I sure have. Sorry about that. I just dropped a card. So, I'm shuffling the tarot cards right now because, hey, while I'm thinking of it, is there someone here tonight who has a headache? Because when I walked into the office, I suddenly felt like a pit in my stomach and I felt like a headache. And I don't know if this is something that someone is carrying with them. Sometimes I can feel what someone else is going through. I felt like a pit in my stomach and I felt like a suddenly bad frontal headache in the front here. So if that's you, please identify yourself because I want to start with you. I felt a little bit dizzy too. So coming into the office, I thought, ooh, I wonder if this is someone who's in our group tonight or who's going to be in our group tonight. So if you have a frontal headache right across the front of your headache, feel a little bit dizzy, and you're a little bit nauseous, don't be afraid to say, yo-ho, Kimba, that's me, because I want to start with you. Okay? I'm just scrolling down to see if anybody is addressing those symptoms, because when I came in the office, I thought, this is someone. Okay. Since no one is fessing up, that's quite okay. I understand, because you all know I'm a nurse, so not everyone wants to say, yeah, this is me. I totally get that, so I'm going to go back to